Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol DKSC. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis on Thursday, so that is where the green and red line annotations are coming from. And after today's price movement, chart becomes a little bit trickier to talk about from a presentation standpoint, because there's a lot of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're a day trader, flipper, whatever you want to call yourself, and you bought somewhere up around there, or maybe you bought right there and you wanted to sell within 8 minutes after buying, well then yeah, from your point of view, the chart's looking pretty rough. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, I get it. From the highs, there was a pretty big pullback. But, from a grand scheme of things viewpoint, the price still has plenty of opportunity to build a higher low. And as long as higher lows are being built over time, that's how long-term uptrends are constructed. So I'm going to be talking about things from a big picture point of view. If you think I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you probably had more of a flipper / day trader type perspective going into the chart. And from that point of view, everything is still perfectly fine. Everything is still perfectly bullish. And I'm just going to get rid of that line. And how can I say that everything is still quote-unquote perfectly bullish? Well, let me do this real quick. Zoom up the chart here. And let's just kind of take a look at how the chart has continued to play out. And maybe you already know where I'm headed with this. But where have the lows been? Well, let's just look at where the price finally bottomed out today, right down there. Well, where's the previous batches of lows? Well, right down here. What about the previous batches of lows? What about the previous? What about the previous? And if you envision each one of those as stair steps, what do you have in the big picture point of view? You still very clearly have stair steps progressing in the upwards direction. So sure, I get it. The price did indeed pull back. And I realize that if you're a day trader and you bought up there as a flipper or whatever, then yeah, you don't care about these stair steps, but that's why I offered up the warning that I would be commenting from a grand scheme of things viewpoint. So sure, today the price pulled back, but stop and think about that word, today, as in 1 day. Looking at multiple days, which is what we're doing here, you can see that the price still clearly has plenty of opportunity to build that higher base, build that higher stair step. And as long as that continues to play out, then that's how the uptrend is built and will continue to be built. So yeah, pull back today, but still an opportunity to build a higher low. So let's see if the price can get that job done or not next week. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.